Okay, guys. Hi, everyone. So I did the first video when I was saying I'm going to come back and talk about the children's speech and stuff like that. So most of us parents, we expect our children to talk when they are like 2 years, probably like 2 or less than 2 years old, and you find out that your child is like 3 and they cannot talk. The first thing that I would say makes a child not to talk, it can be language barrier. So when we talk about the language barrier, it's because maybe there's a mixture of languages at home, or maybe at home you speak 2 languages and then at school there's like maybe 2 different languages. For example, maybe at home you speak Shona and English, and then at school it's like maybe Afrikaans and Xhosa, and then now the child is trying to learn all those languages. But that also is not a problem. Why? Because children, the good thing about children is they learn easily and they are like easily to catch up things. So that's how you find out that when a child who grew up speaking or hearing different kinds of languages, they will still be able to speak those languages. Like for example, I have my little sister, and when she was going to school, she was learning English and Afrikaans, and then at home we have to speak in Shona. So now the only thing that she can do is to write Shona, but she can speak Shona, she can write Afrikaans, she can speak Afrikaans fluently, and she can speak English as well. So that is not a problem. The language barrier is not a problem. The language barrier is not a problem because a child can still learn to speak from the languages, but mainly we know that we want the child to speak in English. So when the child is like a year, I advise parents to take their children to a daycare or a creche that teaches English. Make sure that the daycare teaches English. So it is the best to take your child to a school that teaches English at an early age. The better they learn at an early age, the earlier also they learn to speak. So at creche, children are being taught rhymes, they are being taught songs, they are being taught like things on the charts where they can see. They can be able to speak because they do see something like each and every day. For example, you put a chart of an apple on the wall, and then there is a word apple on the wall, and then every day every day you will be telling your child this is an apple. There is no way they can forget that it's an apple, and they can be able also to speak it. The nice also thing about teaching your child alphabets, please teach children alphabets. Alphabets, they do help also with speech, because when you make sounds, then your child also can be able to make a sound for them to pronounce a word. At the end, they'll be able to speak. So like we have alphabets with sounds, right? And alphabets with sounds, you find out that there is A for apple, there is B for balloon. So the moment they are saying B, they are able to pronounce, or maybe they are able now to start spelling words. Like you show them something, you tell them this is a bat. You show them something, you tell them this is a banana, and then they can be able now to make the sound of the letter B. And then they know every time when you say make the sound of this letter and they see it's a letter B, which is B, they'll be able to tell, oh, this is a banana, because they keep on remembering that. So what I'm saying in short is, parents, when your child is about to turn 1 year, or when your child is like a year old, please don't keep them at home. because at home the only thing that you can be able to do is to put a TV or a screen on their face, which is not good. I advise you, or I tell you, that a child being on a screen most of the times is not good. If I am a child and I am watching Cocomelon or I am watching Peppa Pig, I'm now getting excited and loving the way Peppa Pig speaks. At the end, I'm going to be speaking like Peppa Pig. Or if I watch Cocomelon as a child, at the end, I'm going to want to speak like Cocomelon. That's what most children are doing. Most of the children now, they've got this Cocomelon accent. It's because they are too much on the screen. If I watch Spider-Man every time, now I'm gonna want to do Spider-Man moves. If I watch Superman, I'm gonna want to do those things. So the reason why they come to creche is for them to learn or for them to know that there can be a better way for them to know things and for them to be able to speak. So at creches there is chart, which makes it easier for a child to remember something or for a child to speak. At creche we use rhymes, so like head, shoulders, knees and toes. Already your child is already knowing, oh, head, shoulders, knees and toes. Yeah, so with rhymes, children, they do learn a lot. I'm also talking from like experience as a parent, not as a teacher but as a parent. My second child, I thought she was going to take longer also to speak, because even walking she took longer, even teething she took longer. So I thought she was going to delay, like a lot of things were going to delay in her life. But the moment when I decided, no, I don't want to keep her at home, I would rather put her in a creche. The moment when she started going to a creche, every time when she came home, I could hear her like singing. That's how she started talking. Like I could hear she was singing, and I used to tell the teacher, I hear my child is trying to sing this song but I can't hear. So she used to love this song, this rhyme that says if you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. The one that says row your boat gently down the stream, merrily, life is worth a dream. So every time she was singing that, but I couldn't hear when she was singing. Like I could only hear the tone, I couldn't hear the words. Until now she was able to pronounce the words when she's singing the rhyme. That's when she started to speak. And the first words were when in the morning when she wakes up, her first words were morning. Why? Because she's hearing at school, when they get to school they get a greeting, and the teacher will be saying good morning or good afternoon. Now she will catch up and say morning. She was just saying morning, even if in the afternoon or ever that she sees, even in the road, she'll say morning. Why? Because it's the words that she's learning, and now she's putting them on the tongue to speak. So parents, I advise that you put a child, if you can afford, parents, I advise you to put your child in a daycare. Stay tuned for more videos that I'm going to be talking about the daycare things, about the children, how we teach children. There's also a lot that I'm going to be talking about on my accounts, whether on TikTok, whether on YouTube, or whether on Facebook. It's all about life, the things that we get in life. But if you see me wearing this, just know I'll be talking about it. Bye guys.